Here's a question for you. How many subscriptions are you currently paying for that you haven't used in the last month? If you're like most people, the answer is probably more than you'd like to admit. And here's the uncomfortable truth. We're not just wasting money on these unused subscriptions. We're buying something much more insidious. We're buying peace of mind. We're paying a monthly fee to tell ourselves that we're prepared, that we're covered, that we have options. But are we really? Today, we're going to talk about why we keep paying for subscriptions we never use, how much it's actually costing us, and most importantly, how to finally break this expensive habit. Let's start with the psychology behind this. When you sign up for a subscription service, you're not just buying access to a product, you're buying a version of yourself. The version that goes to the gym regularly, the version that cooks healthy meals at home, the version that stays on top of industry news, the version that finally learns that language. The subscription is an identity purchase. It's you investing in the person you want to be rather than the person you actually are. And here's the thing, companies know this. They've built entire business models around it. Think about it. The gym membership you bought in January because this year you were really going to get in shape. The meal kit subscription that promised to make you a better cook. The professional development platform that would help you stay competitive in your career. The streaming service for that one show everyone was talking about. Each one of these felt like a small investment in your future self. And the monthly fee? Well, it's small enough that it doesn't hurt, at least not individually. But collectively, these small payments add up to something much larger, both financially and psychologically. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let me walk you through some of the most common subscription traps. First, streaming services. You probably started with one, maybe Netflix, then HBO Max for that one show, then Disney Plus for the kids, then Hulu because it had that series everyone was recommending. And now, you're paying for 4 or 5 streaming services, but you're really only actively watching content on 1 or 2 of them. Then there's fitness. The gym membership is the classic example, but it's evolved. Now we have premium fitness apps, online yoga subscriptions, running apps with premium features, meditation apps. You convinced yourself that having options would keep you motivated, but most months, you use none of them. Software subscriptions are another big one. Adobe Creative Cloud because you occasionally edit photos. Grammarly Premium because you write sometimes. Cloud storage upgrades because you might need the space someday. A VPN you set up once and forgot about. Each one seemed essential when you signed up. And food subscriptions. Meal kit services that promise to revolutionize your cooking. Premium coffee subscriptions. Snack boxes. Wine clubs. You are going to become someone who appreciates the finer things, who has their life together enough to plan meals in advance, but the boxes pile up or you keep ordering takeout anyway. The pattern is always the same: optimistic sign-up, minimal usage, guilty awareness that you should cancel, and yet you keep paying, month after month. Let's talk about what this actually costs you. And I don't just mean the monthly fees, though those are significant. I mean the real cost. Let's say you have 5 subscriptions you rarely use. Maybe they average $20 a month each. That's $100 a month. $1,200 a year. Think about what else you could do with $1,200. That's a vacation. That's a significant chunk of an emergency fund. That's investing in something that actually grows. But it gets worse, because we're not talking about a one-year problem. Most people carry these subscriptions for years. 3 years of unused subscriptions at $1,200 a year, that's $3,600. 5 years, $6,000. And that's a conservative estimate. Some people are losing significantly more. But the financial cost isn't even the biggest issue. There's an opportunity cost we rarely talk about. Every time you see that charge on your credit card statement and feel that twinge of guilt, that's mental energy. Every time you think, I should really cancel that and then don't, that's decision fatigue. Every time you justify keeping it because you might use it someday, that's you lying to yourself. These small recurring charges create a constant low-level stress. They're a reminder of the gap between who you want to be and who you are, between your aspirations and your reality. And that psychological cost compounds over time. So how do you fix this? Let me give you a practical system for auditing your subscriptions. Step 1. Make a complete list. And I mean complete. Go through your bank statements and credit card statements for the last 3 months. Look for recurring charges. Write down every single subscription. Don't judge yourself yet. Just document everything. Step 2. For each subscription, write down when you last used it. Be honest, not when you think you might have used it, when you actually definitively used it. If you can't remember, that's your answer right there. Step 3. Calculate your total monthly and annual cost. Add it all up. See the real number. This is where most people have their wake-up moment. The individual charges seem small, but the total is usually shocking. Step 4. Do a usage reality check. For each subscription, ask yourself, have I used this in the last 30 days? Have I used it at least once in the last 90 days? If the answer to both questions is no, you have a problem subscription. Step 5. Consider the replacement cost. Here's a useful question. If you canceled this subscription and then needed it later, what would it cost to resubscribe? In most cases, it's the same price. You can always come back. You're not losing anything except the illusion of preparedness. This audit process shouldn't take more than an hour, but that 1 hour could save you thousands of dollars. But auditing is just the first step. You need a decision framework. How do you decide what to keep and what to cancel? Here's my framework. Ask yourself these 3 questions about each subscription. Question 1. Would I pay for this again today? Forget about sunk costs. Forget about how long you've had it. If this subscription didn't exist in your life right now, would you actively seek it out and sign up for it? If the answer is no, cancel it. Question 2. Does this subscription pay for itself? Some subscriptions save you money or time. If your Amazon Prime membership saves you more in shipping than it costs, it pays for itself. If your productivity app genuinely makes you more efficient at work, it might be worth it. But be honest, most subscriptions don't actually pay for themselves. Question 3. Am I keeping this subscription out of fear? Fear of missing out, fear of not being prepared, fear of losing access to something you might need someday. Here's the truth. That fear is costing you money, and in most cases, it's unfounded. You can resubscribe anytime. You're not burning bridges by canceling. If a subscription fails even one of these questions, seriously consider canceling it. And here's a pro tip. If you're on the fence, cancel it. Give yourself permission to resubscribe later if you actually miss it. 9 times out of 10, you won't even notice it's gone. Here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now. Pause this video and open your bank statement. Find just one subscription you haven't used in the last month and cancel it. Just one. Don't overthink it. Don't rationalize. Just cancel one subscription. That simple action will save you money, yes. But more importantly, it will break the psychological pattern. It will prove to you that you can let go, that you don't need to keep paying for peace of mind that isn't actually giving you peace. Because here's the real insight. True peace of mind doesn't come from having every possible option at your fingertips. It comes from being intentional about where your money goes. It comes from aligning your spending with your actual life, not your imaginary ideal life. Every subscription you cancel is a small declaration of honesty with yourself. It's you saying, I'm going to be realistic about who I am and what I actually use. I'm going to stop paying a monthly fee to maintain an illusion. And once you start, it gets easier. The first cancellation is the hardest. After that, you start to feel lighter, more in control, less guilty every time you check your bank account. So go do it. Cancel one subscription right now. And if this video helped you, let me know in the comments which subscription you're letting go of. I'm genuinely curious. And if you want more content about taking control of your finances and making intentional decisions about your money, subscribe to this channel, but only if you'll actually watch the videos. Otherwise, well, you know what to do.